Dual output. Live, 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 and we are golden. Ready to go after some MIO tonight. But we know that we have all the options in the world. But my word, this game has captured us. It's held on to us. We did a whole lot of boss fights last time around. Now we got to figure out what to do now. This was our fight, I do believe, or this was where we claimed somebody. Your boy JT here, Johnny Torres. Favorite commentator for the stars. Don't you know? Don't you know? The homie Encrypted Cryptid. How are you, my friend? Welcome on in. Hope you've had the best Wednesday. I know it's a good Wednesday because I am streaming MIO Memories in Orbit. Watercolor Space Odyssey. Hanging in there. I feel that. In my bones. Or staying after it. That's what we gotta do. I hope it's all going well your way. I need to go see. I need to bring the other guy back, right? I don't think I've done that yet. Love seeing that the Perry Von Vicious get-together has come together. This is the blood. Put him back. Her back, them back. Not sure. We'll find out. Pearl severed. Liho the blood. Okay. Quick review. We got the eye. We got the blood. And we got the breath. So, we needed the spine, the hand. Anything else? Well, the spine and the hand. We know we need that. I don't know who these composers are, but they are like the lo-fi kings. They understand. This is a soundtrack I definitely leave on in my background. Let's see. I need to look at my inventory. I have a 10 doesn't necessarily help us unless it's these two. Either I'm on the ground or I'm getting hit. Neither one of these I really like. This game, a whole lot of thought that goes very far. Like these fives could all be really good. Quicker recovery after getting hit. Display, I mean, that's fine. That's just HUD stuff. And then energy recharges when taking damage. All of that is real nice. But I'm thinking about those. And then, like, the next tier. Just one more health for 10 more shards. We're going to bask in the music for a while. Quick idea of where I want to go. Maybe to the right. I see a bunch of flashing white dotted lines. That means doors I can get to that I haven't been to. Reds mean I can't get there. And then the left side has a bunch too. Because I can crawl. We're going to go left. This game is magnificent. What do you got? I'm going to leave the coding components. I'm going to leave them for now. I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's see what happens if we go this way. Mild curiosity. Hi, see me now. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's get the elevator. Sometimes that's how it goes. The mighty Perry Von Vicious. Oh, come on in, buddy. How are you? We's exploring. We multi-chatting and exploring. Is what we do. This is an English accent. Anyways. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick, because it's a valuable thing to point out. So this is what's it? Fourth night, third night, either way, around 12 hours in. And one thing about this game that's worth talking about is the skills that you get are completely out of order. So sometimes you get dodge after another one. So like there's a couple fights in this game that I was meant to have other skills for that just didn't happen. So here we are. I hear you see me now. Especially, just watch it across platforms but I got to show the game off to everybody, right? The name of the game. So long, farewell. Adam NX67, do you want to talk about the 95 Braves some more? Because I'm down. I'm game. If you want to talk about Prime Fred McGriff, I'm here for you. You want to talk about the rotation? I'm here for you. Talk about when John Smoltz was a starter. Hope you're doing well, pal. Welcome on in. Now, you know who's not welcome? That. Oh. Get out of here, nosy little pervert. I'll slap you silly. Let's see. Down the hall. You know the rest of the line. Put it in the chat. You know the words. Down. Here's our hall. Do you know what's next? Do you know? Do you have a guess? If you were going down the hall, where would you go after? Look at that. To the left. 95 Braves, 93. Yeah, the Cowboys are a whole dynasty on their own. Huskers. Oh, the whole 90s Bulls era. God. I love that Bulls Pacers is available in its full entirety on YouTube. You can just watch peak basketball whenever you want. Hold on, farewell. That's not the words. Anyways. Greg Maddux. When I go to Chicago, I go to Cubs games. Every time I'm out in Chicago. And you know who's on the walk around Wrigley Field? Whose name I respectfully step on each time. The mighty Greg Maddux, former Cub. But everybody remembers him as a Brave, as they should. In a box? under the stairs, in the corner of the basement, in a house half a block from Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. No turrets. No problems. 2 of my best friends are Cub fans. Yeah. 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 God. Wrigley Field might be the greatest place on Earth. It might be. If you said another one, I would happily agree with you, but I would offer up Wrigley Field right on there. You can find whatever you want around Wrigley Field. Italian beef, your best hot dog, other things. I know the place. You can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you want to. God, it's okay. They're clean. They're clean, Perry Von Vicious. There's nothing here. This area, too, is clean. It's so clean. So fresh. That might be a dated reference. Why are you telling me I can go down? Okay. The Lords, they're testing me, folks. Yeah. Perry Von Vicious knows a thing or two about being hip. Guy listens to ska, as do we all. Ska and order. Everything's just peachy. You know what I want? I want somebody that's off the beaten path from Weird Al to just do all of Albuquerque. Like, what if Ice-T did all of Albuquerque? I'm here for that. I would listen to that. Especially if Al was, doing some sort of backing vocals, accordion, what have you. This is how we get Law and Order and Weird Al Yankovic into the same universe, folks. It's possible. If you believe, you can achieve. All right, so that down red area is useless. It's el uselesado. That's real Spanish. Okay. Good. Great. Great. If it's good, it might be great. Remember that. Resurrect Jerry Reed and have him do Albuquerque. Resurrect Jerry Reed and have him play Perry Von Vicious to the ring. Or the monster truck that Perry Von Vicious is driving to the ring. Or if Perry Von Vicious gets this powerful tractor and he's just mowing his lawn with it, get Jerry Reed to play alongside that. God bless Western Massachusetts. See that? Our strength gets multiplied when we talk about Western Massachusetts. Hey! You're a jerk. You was here. And you was smooching with my brother. Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you. That's why I'm gonna let you go. I did give him to the count of 3. I left out the most important part. They see me mow and... oh, God. You're going to have a whole uniform for it. It's going to be incredible. The people will bow to it. And then you're going to make one for Dante and Drake, or Dante and Robles, and they'll wear it too. And my God, there'll be a whole bunch of Perry Von track suits everywhere. They'll be rolling in bubble wrap. Rolling! And hating. Not less hating. That wasn't good. I stopped paying attention. That's the problem with playing this game. is sometimes you just have to pay attention. I hate it. White and nerdy. White and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy. I'm just so white and nerdy. I wanna bowl with the gangsters. God, what a renaissance. Weird Al Yankovic and Chameleonaire. God. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. They would have your back. Well, wait a minute. They might. They're Creative Pro folk, too. Do you have to worry about their loyalty if you're out there against a fellow Creative Pro wrestler graduate? You know, maybe you're better off that they're not there. They might wear white pants, too. I don't know what their Sundays look like. Yeah, see, Chameleonaire gets it. Guy's a pro. Listen. No. Stop it. I said no. Okay, fine. Then no. See that? Put him right in his place. Sometimes, folks, that's what you got to do. So here's a fun fact. Once upon a time, the summer before my senior year of high school, this was the year of our Lord's 2007, I went to a Greco-Roman wrestling camp in Pennsylvania. And I got a terrible staph infection about a week and a half in of the 2-week camp. And when I was being driven to the hospital, do you know what the soundtrack was? You guessed it. It was The Sound of Revenge by Chameleonaire. I know songs from that album that many other people probably have not heard because I was in agonizing pain in my left leg. What a great record. God, my leg just throbs with affinity for it. Shout out to Chameleonaire. Hope you're watching. I'm sure you are. Get out of here, you. See that? Right in this place. It's perfect. Perfect. I hope Chameleonaire does more features on more Weird Al records. Give the people what they want. He teamed with me against him and his tag team. Yes. God, do I need to write a Blitzkrieg Pro Almanac? Ugh. Just so I can keep track? Get out of here, you. Stupid. I like hummingbirds, but the moment you make them robotic, I have qualms. I have questions. I have All right, fine. Look at us skate. God, we're so cool. I've said it before, but if I was a musician that made it big, the first thing I would do would be to call Al and be like, so, any of these songs gonna work for a parody? You know where you'd have to go. You know the place. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of that going around. I was amazed I didn't see more Weird Al collab features of artists that were on the Riot Fest that I went to last year, because, like, there should have been more. There were some from, like, that same stage. That's a cute little bird. Turn it into a robot. That's all of, that's the first 3 realms of any of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Folks, I think you need to let Perry Von Vicious know that there should be a bid award for if he gets X amount of bid awards, he'll watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movies with you on stream. Because that's the way that Perry Von Vicious watches movies. He watches them with the people. Or if they're like an incredible novelty documentary type thing. You know. But in terms of by popular demand, Perry Von Vicious would watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movies and TV series. There's a Knuckles show. If you asked him, ever so politely, especially after the Sonic cartoons, imagine doing all of that in a row. And then, you know, Ben Schwartz is the voice of Sonic. I know Perry Von Vicious is a big Ben Schwartz guy who really isn't. John Ralphio, for Christ's sakes. John Ralphio. John Ralphio. See that? See that? He taught me that. I couldn't do that on my own. Yes, the Super Mario cartoon, the Zelda cartoon, which is not at all good, but should be watched. Should be watched. I'm here for all of it. Jaleel White. I don't know what Hall of Fame Jaleel White belongs in. It's more than one. Encrypted Cryptid is going to go find every episode of the Samurai Pizza Cats. It's going to be sick. And then Perry Von Vicious will cosplay as a Samurai Pizza Cat. I'm not signing him up for this. This is just me being unhinged. But if he's not against it, he might do it. I'm just ice skating. I'm literally just ice skating as an android. Encrypted Cryptid and the internet? Get out of here. No way. You and the internet? Say it ain't so. I wasn't on my bingo card. I love the internet too. What if we had Perry cosplay as Voltron? I mean, you would need like 5 Voltrons to make a Perry Von Vicious, you know? Like, Voltron is a machine, but you would need multiple machines to make a human monster truck, don't you know? Thanks, Nightbot. Appreciate you. If I had a flamethrower, that ice would be behind us. That's what we try to do. We try to be fair, or carnival, depending on where you are. Ah! I don't like it. I'm skating. Five Voltrons form a Perry Von Vicious. How many of those 5 components have the owl mustache? I feel like it's got to be 3 or more, right? Maybe it's 2 with the mustache and 1 has like powerful sideburns, or they have the really nice curls. Shout out to Al. I can't do that. No, we're not doing that. But bald head. Yeah, I don't have the Al curls. I can only imagine. Anyways, be like the Constructicons from Transformers, but instead of construction vehicles, they're all monster trucks. Well, Perry Von Vicious, he's a little bit construction vehicle and a little bit monster truck at the same time. He builds them up, Buttercup. Then he lets them down. Sometimes that happens. That's how the merry-go-round works, you know? That's the finer mechanics. Builds them up, breaks them down. 1 Al mustache or 1 Tobias Fune K. Well, excuse me. Excuse me. But I'm for it. Frankly, I like to refer to the Sydney Bacabella, Joey Bacabella is like the modern version of the Tobias Funke. They're like right around the corner. They're neighbors. I don't know how to get to that. I don't like it. Yeah. I like to think Sydney Bacabella is just... he's a never nude, right? It's gotta be. He wears the pull-offs underneath. Joey Bacabella, sorry, good lord. I almost called him by the old name. Nails never fails, though. We're to keep putting that over. Ah! Darn it. Listen. It's all terrible. Get away from me! I don't like it. Please. I said please. Thank you. For all the pleases I give out in these video games, I never get a thank you. My lesson. Don't catch any speed on that. Messy. For anybody in the chat, serious question. What do you want to see on this channel? What kind of games would you like to see on this channel? Because I have a whole bunch of games I like playing. And I'm curious to hear about if there's anything on your docket, your bucket list, what have you. All of you know me at this point. You know that I'm very comfortable with all manner of games. Now, see, this is why I was worried about asking this kind of question. But I've definitely thought about, you know, your goat simulators, your Untitled Goose Games. Now, unfortunately, I have already played the Untitled Goose Game. I think I would like to be in the chat when Perry Von Vicious gets his hands on that. Because, like, I already know a bunch of the gags. But I'm for it. If you want me to run through it again, I'll do it. The Goat Simulator. The Toast Game. I played the Toast Game. That was rough. But also salute to the Toast developers. I Am Bread. Yup. That's the one. I was gifted that, and I'm like, I guess I'm going to go through it. Oh. And my nephews wanted to watch me play that. So they have it on their Steam Deck, and now I'm like, I'll buy you another game when you can beat this game. So they have a lot to work on. That's not an easy game. If you haven't played I Am Bread, it's not an easy game. All right, listen. Yeah, calm down. Calm down. Perfect. Well done. But I missed. That's my fault. That's my challenge. I won't go wheelchair. Ah! Look at an ice skate. God. Like Tara Lipinski out here. If you don't know who Tara Lipinski is, you better watch Superstore. What a great show. Really? No loop back here, huh? Okay. Well. Yes. I highly recommend giving it the old college try. Unless you get very angry at video games, then maybe do it anyways, but take a break. We're collecting money because we haven't found anything. And I All right, I gotta go up and around. Okay. Yeah, they had a in Superstore, they were doing the Olympics tie-in episode, and they did a spill in the aisle, and she's walking over and does the whole slip, but does a whole nice, triple Lutz or whatever the term is, triple sow cow. But yeah, legend. No, that was probably the person that got me first involved in enjoying spotty wrestling and calling your spots beforehand. Is the figure skaters of the world, They have to call other spots, and they kill all of them. That was one that was on my list, like high on my list was Risk of Rain 2. I'm completely open to running that. Everything I've seen on like trailers and what have you look incredible. I'd be down for that. I just picked up Windblown, which is just around the corner from that in genre specifics, but I'd be down for that. Put some hours in it. Okay. Run co-op. I love that too. I'm down. That'd be sick. Does it max out on co-op? Do we get Perry on it with us? I'll gift that to him in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, okay. 4 players. I think we can make that work. I'm always happy to give Perry games, especially if it means, good co-op experiences and what have you. So yeah, 3-player starters, especially if you get a 4th. If Nikki wants to play or what have you, let's go. But every trailer I've seen of that looks sick, so I'm super down for that. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that. It was just on sale, I feel like, not too long ago, too. I'm happy you brought that up. That was one that was probably like within the next 3 games that I was going to just pick up and start. So that's awesome. Yeah, okay. It is still on sale. We tried for ACAT. We sure did. Yeah, I'm probably gonna... I got enough in my wallet to both get that copy and to send one over to Perry. So I think we're gonna have a conversation about that real soon. But everything I've seen about that game looks delightful. I don't think there's anything left this way. I really don't. Unless I go my yellow circle. So this, down to the left, through here. But it's that room right there with the white dotted lines coming out of the top. Not the red one. I don't know if that's worth it. But also, Metroidvanias teach you that it very well might be worth it. So, let's think about it. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. It's got a killer soundtrack. Checkbox 1. Challenging. Checkbox 2. And I've put 120 hours into it. Love that. After thinking I wouldn't be into it. Okay. I love that. Yeah, I'm going to dig into that. Since we both like baseball, what is your favorite baseball game? Oh, boy. Well, I'm even going to put the controller down and think about this one because this goes deep. I've played a lot of Backyard Baseball. Backyard Baseball 01 when the Stars got involved. I was ranked for MLB The Show 3 years ago in competitive mode. I played a lot of MLB Slugfest. MLB Slugfest might be the winner. It's between MVP Baseball 05 and it's 05 or 04. I want to say it's 05. But it's between that and the first MLB Slugfest. But I would put Super Bases Loaded for the Super Nintendo right next to it, because you mentioned Bases Loaded too, and I think Super Bases Loaded is like the final piece of that artistry. MVP Baseball might be the greatest baseball game ever made. Cody Brooks in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome on in. And you are throwing the pennies. They're everywhere. My God. God. Super Nintendo Baseball. You want to talk about the Ken Griffey Jr. games and all of the weird pseudonyms that all of them used? Not Winning Run, the other one. Presents Major League Baseball before the N64. But, God. Every team had a shtick. Like, all of the Oakland Athletics were all authors. Faulkner was the leadoff guy. Houston Astros, all of them were Hollywood magnates of some kind. Like, I want to say Fred Astaire was the leadoff guy. Ken Griffey Jr. Winning Run is so fire. That was at least the first game I can recall where you can custom change the first and last names, and they had built in announcer voices for them. Like NBA Tournament Edition might have done it first, NBA Jam. But in terms of baseball, look how far we go. World Series Baseball, yep. Now, fun fact about World Series Baseball, the first time I played that was on a Game Gear. And it destroyed the battery, because every game destroyed the battery on a Game Gear. Slugfest is top tier. NHL hits. You want to talk about the only time that I would stream hockey, because I'm not a big hockey guy, but I would stream hockey to play as the Colorado Avalanche in the OG NHL hits. I would stream the life out of that. My heart would grow 3 sizes. Maybe I just go to the right, huh? Maybe we just do that. While we're thinking about an MLB Slugfest and NHL hits and NFL Blitz and NFL Blitz Pro and doing seasons, and I probably should gift Perry Von Vicious Mutant Football League, huh? The right thing to do. Like, if a friend doesn't know about Mutant Football League, you should probably send it to him. It's hard out here. Yes. Because you, my friend, are a professional. Because I, too, backed that on Kickstarter. Because we knew the vision immediately. God. That game still makes me so happy, and I'm still happy to gift that to people on a regular basis. A lot of the older sports games, because they're much more playable and not just crazy graphics. Yep, I feel that. It's the elimination of competition on all of them. You know, MLB The Show would be better if MVP Baseball and Slugfest were still around. NBA 2K would be so much better if Hang Time and Jam were still around and challenging them in that regard. You know, the arcade side of their game. But it applies on every sport. I wholeheartedly agree. I hate these things. Get away from me. Look it. Listen. Stop it! Okay, anyways. Before we were so rudely interrupted, for a while, the thing that was keeping Madden in the conversation was their soundtracks. That was like the only thing I feel like that was doing it. Like NFL Fever, circa 2003, 2004, was when I gave up on Madden. And Fever that year had the, I want to say it was 03, had the better soundtrack and the better gameplay. NFL 2K5, I feel that. No, I feel like 2K3 was a reckoning for the 2K homies, and then they've been better ever since. The Fever games had a little bit of a run to them. Made Dre Bly an MVP. As a wide receiver, he's a cornerback. That's not supposed to happen. I've never been a big NASCAR guy. I like motorsports. It just I like Formula One over NASCAR if I had to choose. Partially because I think it's a computer nerd thing, and like the extra math that's involved in F1. I think that might be what does it for me. But I like general motorsports overall. Yeah, Fever was the Xbox exclusive. Yep. Very, very good. And played so comfortably, but definitely also felt a little Maddenish. Alright, so that's a little far away, unless I can do... Well, that won't end well. We don't like it. We don't love it. We don't want some more of it. I remember when they came out. Oh, hold please to charge your laser. Do I have to stream Star Fox 64? I don't ever see people doing that. Maybe I just stream Star Fox 64 one day on a Nintendo 64 that I own with a cartridge that I own myself. Remember when they came out, Microsoft gifted us? Oh, I love that. Their sports games that Christmas at EB. At the mighty EB Games. God bless America. My EB Games, my original one was a Funko Land before it was an EB Games. And God, that's where I got my first copy of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And it all went downhill from there. Miseria Kentari is going to be in WWE 2K26. Davey Havoc is about to make some money. Yes, love me some Formula One. So, like, my aunt, when I was growing up, worked with the Learning Company, who made, you know, gizmos and gadgets and games of that ilk. So that was where I first learned about any sort of physics-based racing stuff and what drag means to a car and stuff like that. But God, hey Steam, I hope Gizmos and Gadgets is on your catalog, because I might stream that. God, downhill racing, let's go. Like all their first-party titles out there. Yes, yes. Do a barrel roll. Use the brakes. Use the boost to get through. I have that game. I have all of that painfully memorized. Follow me, Fox. I know a shortcut. God. I'm not even worried about where I'm running in this right now. We're having way too much fun with Star Fox. Use the boost to get through. God. And then there was never a dogfighting game that was as good since. They've been chasing that dragon ever since. It's like Star Fox and Cisco are somehow related because both of them were Year of the Dragon. Listen, I don't want to... I just want to... I'd prefer to... Thank you. Great. Appreciate it. All right. Happy medium. There we are. Best skiing game is the one that came with computers. When you ended the run, the abominable snowman would eat you. N64, we were gifted with a number of wonderful snow sports games. Between 1080 snowboarding and Snowboard Kids, I think that the N64 generation was eating incredibly well when it came to snowboard games. Now, skiing games, there wasn't a lot of that. There wasn't a lot of skiing-centric stuff. They were mostly just snowboarding-centric. Ski Free, I do remember Ski Free, though. Okay. Love in an elevator. Yeah, 1080 snowboarding single-handedly was like, I need to try snowboarding immediately. Yes. A lot of my family members like skiing. I'm not that coordinated. I respect it. It's just not for me. Lava! Come on! I don't want to... I've been freezing this whole time. Don't make me burn. What is this? Okay. Listen. I'm sure this will end well. There's no way it doesn't, right? Don't worry, Harry. I'll get him. Maybe I won't, because I don't see any way for Harry to get him. Yeah, I gotta figure out some variety. That's what I've been thinking about coming into this, is I have a bunch of games that I like playing, but curious to see what other people would like to see live. I thought about the Def Jam games. I might do that. Especially if I can find some kind of seamless co-op thing where I can, you know, get Perry Von Vicious to play with me. And we can be Red Man and Method Man. Can't you see the resemblance? No? All right, fine. Fine. No. It looks like a lantern up there. All right, it's not. Nothing from nowhere, I'm no one at all. Y'all know the song. Radiant recognize one silent call. As we all form one dark flame. I would wait for that entrance for 3 minutes. I've done it before. Perry Von Vicious was there. We didn't know that the other was there at that time. Hello, nurse. All right. Okay. So, this seems like where I have to move from, right? Because there's no overseer, which means we have to find them, right? Right? Yeah. Is that the final countdown? Kaze ni Nare. Yup. No, you have to. Especially if they have a nice clap-along section. That's what you need. Kaze ni Nare is so good for that. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, get out of here. What a jerk. Look at you. Well, now everything's terrible. Here I thought everything was fine. Great. Good. Great. Outstanding. You see me? You love it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Note to self. Recommend to Perry Von Vicious to add a bit alert tier where he sings Kaze ni Nare. Note to self. Gonna write that down in the old brilliant brain book. How are you still alive? I hate it. I'm leaving. I died. Doesn't matter. Well, see you later. Come back here, you. All right. Yep. No, whole bit tier just for that. That's what we call in the business is money. I definitely agree. It shouldn't be left up to chance. That's why I felt like it should be its own tier. The people deserve more. This is terrible. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Yeah, look at that. You see that rim right there? Yeah, we're in terrible shape. Yeah, we're dead. Bye-bye. See ya. It's cool. Goodbye. So long. Yeah, it's never fun to sing the translations out. It never lines up. Just sing it as it was meant to be sung. You know the way. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yes. Eventually, there will be a tier for a karaoke night. It will happen. They will bow to it. No, go. Ha. My talent. Yes. See, the mighty Seabrooks, he knows. Kaze ni Nore on the Perry Von Vicious channel. It's not an if, it's a when. You know what theme song still gets me excited? I'm gonna guess it's When Somebody Comes Out to Fun Zone by Weird Al Yankovic. I think I'm right. Come on, you know the words. Anyways. I'm overdue to torture people with my rendition of Green Jelly and Limp Bizkit. Is that really torture? God. If that's torture, well, my God. A lot of folks in military bases around the world have had it easy. They just had to listen to Limp Bizkit. And I do that willingly. God, if Limp Bizkit is an American, I am not. ECW should have had Amish Roadkill come out to Amish Paradise. I like it. It feels like a happy hybrid, too, because, you know, Dastardly Danny Doring, that feels like the Paradise part, and then Roadkill is the Amish part. I'm for it. I'm here for it. You might have been playing chess when they were just playing checkers. Write that down. Imagine Hiroshi Tanahashi just named the song after himself. The embodiment of love and energy. God bless that man. I have to imagine right in the center of Tokyo, there are statues erected that are of gold, silver, and bronze. That's 3 different statues. for old Tanahashi. God. It's okay, Bobby Gilbert. It's okay. Fred Durst was a character in a whole generation of WWF wrestling video games. And for a while, he was the meta as the best player to play as. Because he played like The Undertaker, but he had better stats. So, if you were ever an Undertaker fan when those games came out, and you said The Undertaker was better than Fred Durst, you were wrong. Take that home with you. It's okay. Later Limp Bizkit is harder to listen to. I don't like it. Gold Cobra was a surprisingly good record. Let's get ourselves back to the reset point. It's great. It's a great riff. It's a great lick. It's a lick and a riff put together. Does that make sense? No. All right, so I have to leave out of here another way. Silver door. That's what we'll do. You don't have to normally agree with me on Limp Bizkit. You just have to go home, do your research, and then appreciate them when you come back the next time. It's going to be good. Oh, that ended well. That's my fun zone. That's not entirely true, but I like West Portland. I like the rest of the band. Even Fred I have questions about. But that man has such a powerful wood-paneled station wagon collection that people redeem themselves in different ways, you know? Laser wall. Those flowers are the worst. In case you didn't know, you were probably already aware. Yeah, I mean, I had a really hard time with it when Fred Durst had a better last ride than The Undertaker in the games. That was a bitter pill to swallow. Just did more damage. Wasn't my fault. Significant Other is an encapsulation of the sad high school girl broke my heart, and I'm mad at the world about it album. Fair. I see it. It was an interesting one because it had that whole air, and then it had a whole bunch of other things that they were mad at. But I don't disagree. I loved that record in middle school, you know? And I still appreciate it for what it is now, but the context has changed a whole lot. We have to, I hang on to Fred Durst for what he is to me at that time, but doesn't go much farther than that, you know? That's a fun thing about disseminating music from that time is how it hangs with you now versus how it hung with you then and what you know about it now. You know what I mean. I can build up. Bounces on that. You see that? Your man's a strategist. Kindly let me by. We're going back to the main hub. All right. Fair. Less focused. Yep, I feel that. But if I had to post to locked in a room with Fred, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's even a contest. You could pick 5 of your least favorite. What's the word? Nu metal icons, and probably lose out every time. I feel you. Golden, Bobby Gilbert. Might as well call you Bobby Golden. Right? Guy had that one record that was, like, respectfully, like Devil Without a Cause was something I listened to around that time, and then I never heard from him again. He literally put his picture away. Can you imagine that? Guy knew he was doing it for the good of America. Oh, that's Korn and Godsmack to me happened around the same time, for different reasons. But yeah, they definitely will always be kind of linked together for me. Lawrence, Massachusetts, stand up for Godsmack. Yeah. No, I mean, Kid Rock eventually became Kid Country, and then he disappeared, and we never saw him again. That's the story. This is the story of a kid who crowned the river, and never mind. Anyways. Bobby Gilbert, go listen to more Korn now. If you hate Korn, it means you haven't listened to enough. Somebody's feeling like a freak on a leash. And that's the word, a word up. Heyo, heyo, Bobby's little sister, listening to her twisted transistor. Get out of here, you. Stop it. All right, fine. You're probably going to kill me anyways. Get out of here, you. You're a jerk. Yeah, see. Jerk. It's exactly as I said. Bobby Gilbert, I hope one day you've got the life. Well, thinking about going to see Godsmack in July with the Stone Temple Pilots. Will you stand in love? Well, Cody, you find it. You should. You should go. Even if Scott Weiland ain't in the band anymore, we know why. He's not alive anymore. Good time and time again for tomorrow. You find it. You find it. These things just don't die, huh? Yes, go see Godsmack. And go see the rest of Stone Temple Pilots right along with them. Because I think the DeLeo brothers are crazy underrated, honestly. I definitely continue to quote random Stone Temple Pilots lyrics in random parts of YouTube description and stuff like that. I definitely coined Ripper's Cradle Tombstone Pile Driver as the sex type thing because of a certain STP song. It becomes one of my favorite calls that I get to make whenever I call his matches. Cryptid. Korn was the first band that had lyrics that I related to. Here's the self-titled album as a bullied kid growing up in a broken home in rural upstate New York. was, for everybody that didn't understand Korn, all of the weird, like, church mom groups that were really upset about Korn, especially like Untouchables and Self-Titled, they didn't have any insight into that at all. And like my family was like that, where they're like, I heard about this band Korn, and they're supposedly the devil. And I'm like, well, I mean, their bass strings are really loose, but I don't think they're here. Listen to this, and when we got along fine, you know. But it was an adventure to get there. Something takes a part of us, you know? Part of me. We gotta get that on the karaoke. Put some nice Freak on a Leash for old Perry Von Vicious. Okay, oh, hold on. We're going to put out a controller for this. So, Bobby Gilbert's top 5 new metal bands. I love Korn. I love Deftones. Taproot's an interesting one. They might have, they've had like 1.5 great records. But that one record is incredible. Like the Poem record. I have nothing to say about that. I don't know if they have another record beyond that. But that one is incredible. Same thing with Static X. The Cold and the Only record are crazy. And then Power Man 5000. Everybody knows them for a handful of songs. But then we think about, you know, Top of the World. They got some bangers. But I also hear that they are not great live. Haven't seen them live. But they seem like a band that might not do very well in an, let's say, an outdoor amphitheater, you know? I'm not against it. Look around, tell me what you say. How it's going down without you. On top of the when you get there. Yep. I know me, my Power Man 5000. What is it really if you want to survive? And anyway, I want to be here chosen. And this is what it's like when we're else. We fallen. Yeah, I always wondered. Taproot felt like they had a higher ceiling than what they actually got. So I wonder what was happening behind the scenes, you know? My buddy insisted on that being his backyard wrestling song. Poem. I have to bounce off that one. Yeah, this is what it's like. Yeah. We got it. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, folks. I knew Taproot was at the very least, like an East Coast and Midwest band. Because the one time I saw them, they waxed poetic about the East Coast. East Coast is always good to us. And maybe that's just every band. Listen. Maybe I just don't bother with that anymore. Maybe we just don't worry about it anymore. Maybe we just leave. I thought that this was the way forward, but apparently I'm going to have to slug a whole bunch forward to actually make it work. Don't worry, Harry. I'll get him. And we did. And we did. So, let's make a note. Okay. I hate it. I hate it so much. I came over here and I probably shouldn't have. This is an English accent. I don't have a fast travel. I don't have one. Midwestern from, yep, the mighty Ann Arbor, Michigan. That was the first place where it was like, if you want to go buy herbs, go to Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's what I hear. Maybe I just have to go snuff stuff down here. Maybe. That's what I have to do. Well, it's not that way. Maybe. Got it. Listen. Cool. Have fun being a joik. I'm talking about goofy herbs. Close. I'm talking about max herbs. You know, the next one down. But you're right. You're right. You're in the family tree, you know? Yeah, get out of here, you nosy little pervert. I'm gonna slap you silly. Yeah, that's for the max herbs. Not the goofy herbs. Although we love the goofy herbs. Down the hall and to the left. Let's go find ourselves a new fat. I hate it. Let's just be a half second faster, I guess. Huh? God. So, folks watching at home who are playing this game, don't ever save there. Don't do it. It was the worst idea that I have ever had. And now I have to just deal with this. No! Next time, just eat me. Just do that. In a delightful way. Come on. Okay. So this is why when you see me dip into other games and you're like, he just streamed this not too long ago. It's because of things like that. Right? You know you hit down. But the game is like, no, you didn't. Sometimes that's life, folks. Sometimes it's life. Sometimes life is pain. It shares a name with a certain type of plants that no one likes in the summer. Guy gets it. Guy is correct. All right, let's see. That's fine. Boy. I went this whole way just to check that out. And I hope this plant gets scurvy. That would be sick. If that plant just didn't exist anymore, how cool would that be? Like, genuinely. Imagine that. Bobby Gilbert, do you watch any science YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. All shapes and sizes. What kind are you talking about, pal? But yeah, a lot of science YouTube, definitely. Great. These down to the left. And then I just have to deal with this scumbag. Okay. All right. Huge. We're back. It shouldn't have been difficult to get back here, but here we are, right? Right? Let's take a look. I'm going to go to the blood. That was where we left off. So. But yeah, big fan. How it's made. Generally anything. Botany-centric, code-centric. Yeah, I mean, pick your poison. I need to go up. I need to go up. You have lanterns. Up here, there's an English accent. No, it's not. So it's either up and around or not at all, right? But yeah, especially like Formula One is a lot of fun to watch. And figuring out the science and math behind what they do. Because good Lord. The moment I saw how low they were to the tracks, I was like, okay, this might be up my alley. Along with this game's soundtrack. Yeah, see, that's the secret. It sets an average height after you're done. And then it's like, okay, well, that's as high as I'm gonna go. I don't need you. I do need you. Okay. Come on. Oh, God. They can't get enough of me, baby. Yeah, maybe next Wednesday is going to be my first run at Risk of Rain. I was thinking about it. That might be the time. That might be the place. Dare I say both? Anything for tennis? Great game. Get out of here, you. No! Okay. No, that's not good. This seems, how you say, questionable. I can't glide and use that at the same time, so... Okay. We're going to be trialing and erroring a whole bunch here. Unless we do that. Like, I have no extra bounces on anything. Okay. So... then up into the next room, there might be something. Let's find out. This is an English accent. Right on through. Really? Like, even when there should be a loop back, they're just not... You can't have one. I don't care how good a boy you've been, you can't have one. Fine. But I have to go in from there. This is a tough game to stream if you only play it once a week. Keeping track of anything that you've done is a, how you say, hello? You yanking my health? Are we horneting? Are we just... Get out of here. Where'd you go? I miss you so... Seems like it's been forever since you've been gone. Just about there. Glide. Glide. Come on. Maybe there's a thing if I just keep doing this. Sounds kind of unlikely. and kind of expensive. Okay. Good. Just go on and do that. What is all the way down at the bottom? There is... No, stop it. Yes. And it's very easy to get out of here, right? Ain't it? Look at that. No. Stop it. Cut it out. You have one job, to let me go to the left side of this vertical chamber. And yet you are terrible at your job. Way to kick it in there, Pele. All right, hug the right side. No. Stop it. Yes. See? That's what we do. Not that one, though. Not good. Don't like it. All right. Probably down to the right side. Yes. Well, this is certainly better. No, stop. Oh my God. Holding right to the center is trash. Oh, I don't like it. Yeah, we're doing 2 hours tonight because this is the worst. Like, just leave me be. Just let me fall down the right side. Just go. I want one more. Can you give me one more? Oh, perfect. Please hug to the right. That's fine. I'd rather die on the thorns. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't the good call. This wasn't the one. I think I'm just going to wrap it right here. It's been fun with MIO, but I think tonight was the last night. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Probably going to be back with some more Mugenics and what have you tomorrow night. But till then, your boy J.